Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and this is the 2023 Crafty Goals, and this is the April edition, reviewing March, previewing April. So this is a collab, and I've got several other people involved. Most are on YouTube, but don't forget to check out Hope at HL Michaud Photography on Instagram. So let me start with telling you what my goals are for the quarter, just to remind you, and then we'll talk about it. So number 1 goal is to use my stash. Number 2 goal is effective social media. And number 3 is beat last year. That is for my Etsy shop. And then I also added quarterly goals, purge and organize, what was my first quarter goal, and rebrand was also a goal of mine. So we will talk about how that is. First of all, I want to show you my new goal organizer. I guess I need to put a title on it, and I will. I wasn't sure what format I was going to use, so this is what I ended up with. It's actually, I've got my goals in a spiral binder, well, not a spiral, a cinch bound that I can change out every year. So I finally have finished it. I had this gorgeous paper and I wanted to use it. I'm not used to this camera. So anyhow, so I've made this and I can take it out and throw it out when I'm done, because there's no reason for me to keep my goals. I'll have it on YouTube. So I am going to find where my March goals are. So I did put in some dates, and then the things that I wanted to accomplish. Here are the projects, and let me check off what I've done. I did use the Forever Island collection and made a mini album. Forever Island second mini album. I didn't make a second mini. I did make cards. So I'm saying yes because I made a second project. I completed the collection of Simple Vintage Weather Garden. I made a hardbound chipboard binder. And my goodness, that sold from my Etsy shop so quickly. I'll put the link so you can take a look at it. I was really pretty proud of it because I painted some of the cover. And, I mean, it's Simple Vintage, has beautiful effects in it. And I just think the cover went along with it nicely. So anyhow, there is a video on that. I did complete my wolf-shaped chipboard albums. Do I have one to show you? I don't have one completed to show you, but I am working on one for next month. So I did do that. I did finish the Pets collection. Oh, the wolf-shaped chipboard album, I have a video on. And I think it still may be in my Etsy shop. I did finish the Pets collection. I made a couple of projects out of that. Another video. I did finish all of my projects for Not Too Shabby. I'm happy about that. Got them done early. In fact, I've already finished April's. And it's not even April, which is fabulous. And Life's a Bowl of Cherries. I did do that. I was really pretty proud of this mini album that I made with the graphic 45 paper. It really came out pretty, and I'm happy with the tutorial. Had a couple of blips making the tutorial, but every time I make a tutorial on a long one, this is a long involved tutorial, I learned something else. And I think I'm going to do my next really long involved mini album and separate the tutorial by pages. So there will be, if I have 5 pages, there will be the 5 pages tutorial, page 1, page 2, page 3, etc. And one for the cover and one for making the book. So anyhow, check that out. Another video to check out. So yeah, I finished all those projects and I was really happy about that. So as far as my goals, using my stash, I used 7 collections and I only brought in 3 new ones. They were all from design teams. I didn't go out and buy collections, which is fine. keeping um, a journal or a tally of what you use and what you bring in is really good. I go in, I can't tell you how many stores I've gone into. I walked out of 3 craft stores without buying anything. Sorry, craft stores, but I had enough stuff in my stash that I didn't need to buy anything. I do keep a list, and I know I need to update this because it's all handwritten, but I do keep a list of all of the collections I have, and that helps. I do need to update it though. So, effective social media. Let's talk about that. I just want my social media to grow. I'm not. I I don't have to go onto Facebook every day, except for the fact that I want to check out and see if anyone's been making one of my projects and maybe got stuck on it, or has a question about what materials I used, or has a project that they've made from one of my videos. So I do social media, but not as much as I used to. I just try to limit it to 15 minutes a day. So I still think that is workable, except on days I post a big video. Then I need to be on it a little more just to respond. But I did 15 videos for March, which is really good for me. I did 10 Instagram posts, so I'm back up to where I wanted to be, and 1 reel. Yay. So I wrote yay. My Etsy shop was doing pretty well. Last month, everything was negative numbers. This month, I'm back up into the positive. The numbers are very small, so when I tell you that my revenue is up 270%, it wasn't. It's a typical month. It's a good month for me, but I mean, it's not like I'm making $1 million. My visits are up 23%, and my orders were up 200%. So I'm happy with that. Everything positive. Does that have to do with me posting? Oops. Probably not. It probably has to do with, well, I don't know, maybe it does. I as soon as I get the things completed, and obviously I completed a lot, I put it on Etsy, and that sort of helps the algorithm, I believe. I mean, I seem to get a lot of traffic as soon as I post something new, so I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know what the algorithms are. I understand algorithms. I don't know what the algorithms are. And you know what? I'm not going to spend my life worrying about it. All right, my quarterly goals, and these are the end of the quarter. So for the beginning of the year, I wanted to purge and organize. And I cleaned the last, I wrote lost first, the lost area. I have an area under my desk that I have to get on my hands and knees and go through. And I go through in it frequently. It's where I keep some, like my cinch machine and some supplies. But I cleaned it out and I got rid of some stuff that's in there that I don't need to carry with me throughout the country. And my husband put in a new shelf in my cabinet. I'm really happy about that because I can better utilize the space, and I really need to label stuff. My label maker is sort of on the blink, so I need to figure out a different labeling system. But anyhow, purge and organize, I'm done for the year, really. And rebranding, I finished the majority of it earlier. I did notice that my Pinterest logo is my old one, so I just need to go change that. I tried. It didn't change. I don't know. I have to go try it again. So this is what I'm working on for next month. I received some Best in Show from Country Craft Creations in a mystery box. I had made a great project with Best in Show, and I didn't want to make another mini album, so I am making another chipboard shaped album. This is Woof. And I am perfecting my SVG on it. I had done a video and asked if anyone would purchase the SVG. And, you know, because I'm always looking for ways to change up things in my Etsy shop. And a couple people said they would, but before I sell it, I want to perfect it. So that's something that I want to work on for next month. And then spring reset. So that is going to be my quarterly goal for the next couple of months, is a spring reset, even though it's going to take me into summer, but that's okay. And I got this idea because I was talking to Hope about what we're going to do, and she mentioned that she's going to recommit to some of her goals, which, you know, I feel like I have to do every other week. But, and then that we talked, and then I went back to my office and I sat down and I got an email from Amanda at the Launch Hive Creative. She's a marketing person and graphic designer, and she does really fabulous things. I will try to remember to put that in the link in the description box, but that is the Launch Hive Creative. And she has some good advice, and this to me was very timely because she talks about it's time to refresh your testimonials. Now, I don't put my testimonials on my on any of my sites, and I guess I should, but I actually did away with my website, and I'm primarily selling through Etsy. I know it's expensive, but you know what? It's easy, and I've got it all set up, and I'm okay with it. Um, and instead of refreshing my testimonials, I have not responded to positive or any reviews on my Etsy site. I honestly didn't know you could for the longest time. I don't know why that escaped me, but so instead of refreshing my testimonials, I'm just going to respond to my comments on Etsy. I think I've only gotten one negative. It wasn't even negative. It just was, it wasn't what I thought it was kind of thing. You know, what do you do with that? I have pictures, I have sizes. So anyhow, but anyhow, I want to respond to things because once you respond on Etsy, then things are locked in. Um, so anyhow, that's part of my spring reset. One of my goals: update SEO and copy. So I do have some copy in my brochure that I talked about last month. When I sell, um, when I sell a mini album, especially to a new customer, I'll include the brochure and it tells you a little bit about it. And I did update this, but I copied and pasted my copy in here. So I just think I need to go through that and just update that. It'll take 5 minutes because there's not too much that I want to change. And update my SEO. You can always update your SEO. So I'm just going to go through my tags in Etsy and just make sure that they're still up to date and that I'm using all the tags available. Sometimes in the beginning I did not. So I'll go through ones that are like Easter and spring and Mother's Day and then just work my way through them. Add new photography. I did. I changed some photography on the brochure. I just added some that were better photography. So anyhow, sometimes you get inspired from different places. I think that is it. Oh, I wanted to show you. We talked about using the collections, and here is it. I need to write down it. I did use my pets collection. That was, it wasn't a design team, but I did pick that up from Country Craft Creations. Ireland Forever. Oh, I know. I'm going to go through this. This is what I used. And once I go through it, I can get rid of these and recycle or whatever. So I did go through, I did use the pets collection. I purchased this from Country Craft Creations. So Pets and Bits and Pieces. And that is when I made that Woof album for dogs. And I made a Meow album for cats too. So that's done. Ireland Forever. So I got, this was in my design team package, the Plaids and Crackles from Country Craft Creations. And I finished all of that. I made the mini album and I made some cards. Some really fun cards. I mean, there was more to it than just little cards. I finished using the Ireland Forever. So these two are out of my stash and there is really no reason for me to keep these, but I might. Life's a Bowl of Cherries. I had 2 8x8 collection packs, 2 12x12 collection packs, and 2 solids and stripes. There's no chipboard with this collection. Graphic 45 was having some issues on getting a supplier for them. So in my tutorial, I made my own chipboard. So I'm happy that I got that done. Oh, here's another one of the pets. So I finished this. It was a collection kit. It just had 6 sheets of double-sided paper. So just pay attention to that. But I'm done with this, so I can get rid of that. And this simple vintage weathered garden is what I was talking about before. I got this in a mystery box from Country Craft Creations, and I used it all up, and I really was happy that I finished that. I also used up from my stash a 6x8 3-ring scrapbook album that I embellished. And I had this sitting around. If you hadn't seen these cards, check that out. That is in my Not Too Shabby video. Really was happy about them. I thought they came out pretty cool. And I made another project with these that I thought also came out cool. So that is it. We are looking to April. I have a couple of videos coming out with Not Too Shabby. All done. Done. I am working on the Woof SVG book and file. I'm going to work on a Birthday Wish Girl, a mini album. And I am also going to work on, I did finish the Not Too Shabby projects, but I did have some paper from the Beautiful Wings collection. It's really pretty paper. So I'm going to work on something with that. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a mini album or cards. But I am also going to work on a Birthday Wish Girl cards, because there will be some left over from the Birthday Girl album. And also, I am going to be visiting a friend in Tennessee, and she makes jewelry, and I want her to help me make dangles. I got some dangles as part of a Happy Mail box from Angela at Tumble and Tangles. Do I have them? Ooh, I do. First of all, you got to go check out that video of the Happy Mail. This is just some of it, just what I could grab. She made these beads, but she made this. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. If I put this on a mini album, I'm going to have to sell it for over $100 because this is beautiful. But she made these other pieces to make more dangles, and so I'm going to learn how to do that. I know you could teach me, Angela, but my friend Sheila is going to teach me how to do that. She doesn't know it yet. I guess I need to get some. You know what? I'm not going to get it. I'm going to go shopping with Sheila. I will actually be in a town that has craft shops that are not like 2 hours away. So, yeah. So anyhow, so that is on my list of things to do. Here's some more things that came in Angela's little box. I was trying to make a junk journal for Easter, and I've decided that I will work on it slowly. I'm just going to do maybe a page here and there, because, oh my goodness, there is so much that goes into junk journals, isn't there? You junk journal enthusiasts are shaking your head. Yes, there is. And one other thing that I want to do for April is work on this. What is this called? It's a Tim Holtz brushstroke flower. I wanted to make something with this, like a Mother's Day something. I think these are beautiful and they look like a lot of fun. So that is what is on my list to do in April. I don't have that much because I just have other plans for the month, and I don't want to plan too much and not be able to get it done. So that is what I have planned for April. Don't forget to check out all of the other collaborators and see what they have made or completed for their projects for March 2023 and what they plan on making for April 2023. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day.